My name is James Williams Jr., and this is a PSA, and it is specifically about the things that I won't do and that I promised my dad. Since this is the month of his death, he will be dead a year this month on a certain day. So I probably won't come on that night. But if I do, I'll probably go get his picture out of the shed and hold it the whole show. So my dad and I, we get the fighting all the time. We got the fighting over like the really dumb shit. Now, not in a fist fight, for whichever one of you jackasses is gonna write, ooh, fist fight? No, not a fist fight. I've never physically gotten in a fight with my dad since I was 15. I didn't win that one, and I'm not stupid enough to try it again. As I got older, he's already threatened that he would shoot me because of the kung fu that I know. So, moving on. Got to arguing one day because I was coming to come see him in Richmond, and I was driving my little yellow CRX, and I was wide the fuck open, and it was before we realized that I had to go to the hospital the next day. And in fact, it was before they found out that I needed a hip replacement. I forgot what I was going to. We would think I was going to go to Richmond to go to the hospital the next day for my knee or whatever because I was in really bad shape. I was in good enough shape that I could drive. But so he called me and called me and called me, and I just let the phone ring. And so when I get there, oh, he's fired up, pissed. And I'm like, if piss was like if angry or pissed off was like illegal, he would have been thrown under the jail because he jumped down my shit as soon as I got in the yard. I mean, he was fucking mad. It's like, Jimmy, why you ain't answer the motherfucking phone, son? And my dad usually doesn't cuss unless he's pissed off. And I mean, he'd have to be really pissed off. He doesn't cuss. He said, I've been waiting on you. I've been calling you because I need you to do this, this, and this. It's like, Dad, I don't answer the phone when I'm driving. I said, I've had this discussion with you. I don't answer the phone. Well, you need to pull over and answer the phone because it could be important. I said, hold on. Statistically speaking, there have been more accidents for people pulling over to answer the phone and they all die because someone else is trying to answer the phone while they're driving. And then you have two people fucked up because I decided to get stupid and pull the fuck over on 64 where people don't always do the speed limit and don't always pay attention. Plus the sun was in my eye. It would be a good idea just to keep fucking driving. So we're arguing. I said, Dad, look, I know, did you call me? I did take a glance at it. But when I'm driving that car, there is nothing more important than getting to my destination in one piece. If I die while I'm driving, I'm okay with that. But if I take away somebody's mom, or their dad, or their son, or their daughter, their sister, their brother, that's on me. And I don't want to kill anybody because I decided to get stupid and answer the phone while I'm driving. No, that's just not my thing. Now, he eventually jumped on the same page. So when he was driving, he wouldn't answer his phone. No. Which is awesome before he died. He would never answer the phone in the car anymore. And I told him, that's the whole reason why I bought a stick, so that I don't have to answer my phone when I'm driving. And yeah, they have all these hands-free devices and you can stick your phone in and all that. I don't have time for that. Plus, I can't afford it. So therefore, the phone's just going to have to fucking ring. And if you're calling me, well, you're just going to have to deal with it until I get to where I'm fucking going. Now, we also got to arguing over other issues. We got to arguing over issues like abortion. We really didn't get to arguing over religion because we kind of see eye to eye on that. We got to arguing over abortion because my dad's pro-life. All right, he's pro-life. Well, while he was breathing, he was pro-life. I've always been pro-choice. All right, I've always been pro-choice because of charismatic events that could happen. All right, me and my dad argued about this thing for almost a year, and it was like a year before he died. 2 years before he died. We argued about this shit every fucking time that it would come up. Like if it was on the news about abortion or such and such, or somebody did something to something, we argued all the time. He's like, Jimmy, I would have my child keep the child. And I said, no, Dad. I said, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I love you, but if I was your daughter and your brother raped me and you made me keep that child, I would hate you until the day I die. Because one, I got raped by your brother. And two, you made me keep his baby. You made me keep an abomination that wasn't meant to happen. No. And if I was your daughter and I got raped by any asshole on the street and you made me keep that baby, it wouldn't be fair to me. He said, but that's still your child. I said, hold on. No, it's not. It's not my child because I didn't consent to that shit. I'm saying making love with a woman who wants to have a baby with you is a whole different ball game than you body slamming a bitch on her back and then just jamming your dick in there and getting her pregnant. Yeah, you're going to jail once they prove the baby is yours. You're damn sure going to jail. But it's not fair. It's not fair to the woman that she has to carry the baby for 9 months. And what if the woman is like a 12-year-old girl, never seen you coming, couldn't fight back even if she wanted to? You know, most 12-year-old boys don't go around raping girls. Maybe today they do, but I mean, after all, you got 4 and 5-year-olds shooting each other now. But for the most part, most young boys don't go around raping girls. They try to get to know them first, then they do their thing. But it's not something that just traveled. But eventually, he did start seeing it the way I seen it because I'm like this. I'm pro-choice. Hella high water. I'm pro-choice. I honestly think that if a woman is raped, worse in the case of incest, they should not have to keep that baby. I know I'm pissing off a lot of people who are pro-life, but you know what? There's a difference between having a baby because you want to and having a baby because nobody gave you the option of having an abortion. They just decided for you, oh, you're going to have this baby. Like, I'm 12. I don't need a baby. You're going to have this baby. No, that's not fair. That's not right. So for all you people who are pro-life, first, figure out the situation before you go shooting up the abortion clinic and doing stupid shit. Figure out the person's situation because, honestly, if you're pro-life, that's cool. But if you're pro-life and you have a daughter who's raped by somebody, and let's say you're a racist. So let's say your daughter's raped by a black man. You gonna let her keep the baby? No, because you're racist. So same fucking difference. She gets raped by a Chinese man. She gets raped by another white man. Oh, you'll probably let her keep the baby. But if she gets raped by a black man, no, you're not gonna have that baby. You're tainted. You got raped by a Native American. Oh, you're tainted. No, you can't have those babies. But you get raped by a white man. Oh, I can see them letting her have it because they're prejudiced or racist. But in all events, rape is the worst crime ever. So if a girl is raped and get pregnant, she should not, by law, be forced to have that child. And especially if she's barely a fucking child herself. She's like 12, 13, 14, 10. Because girls are developing a little bit faster these days. So, you would think that the government and them would step in and be like, nah, you don't have to have that baby. We're going to fix you up real good. We're going to make sure that you can still have kids. We're going to make sure you don't have that one. God forgive me if I have offended anybody who's religious. I'm gonna say, but then again, there's a lot of preachers going around raping boys, so y'all can't even fucking talk about that. But if I have children, I dreadfully fear putting my kids in church, especially if I have a son, because he's gonna be double ashamed if he got fucked up the ass by the priest, and he's not gonna want to tell me. He's not gonna want to tell his mom, and we're never gonna know. So yeah, I would prefer to teach my child about the good Lord at home. I can go buy a Bible. I can go get the Mormon church. Well, they bring you Bibles. So whatever religious background I choose to teach him, I'd rather teach him at home where I can keep an eye on him and be safe. And we can sit down and have Bible study and read and everything. Or he can go to Bible school at a school. Or if he's going to the church, I'm going with. But he will never go to church on Sunday if I'm not there. Which means he might go to church once a month. It just depends. Or if I'm going to be at church or my wife going to be at church, then he can go to church. If neither one of us is going to be there, he's not going to be there. I'm sorry. God can strike me dead if he wants, and that's fine. But if you're not safe in the house of God, you're not safe any fucking where. All right? So, in that, like I said, my father and I, we've had some seriously funky debates on things like that. And, finally he came around. He's like, you know what, Jimmy? You're right. I said, I was right before I changed the scenario. And I told him, I said, if I was your daughter and I was raped and you made me keep that baby, we would never speak. Ever. And I said, you can keep the baby. I wouldn't want nothing to do with the baby because I didn't want it to be here. No. And it's not the baby's fault. The baby didn't ask to be born. The girl, I've never ever in my life, in the history of man, found a document where the girl says, rape me. Alright? Now, granted, Nirvana had a song called Rape Me, but, if you're not a Nirvana fan, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But, in the same breath, there's never been a woman that I know of that has been documented with the words, rape me. Nobody asks us to be raped. So like I said, my dad eventually came around. And after all that, it was pretty much a done deal. I miss my dad greatly. This is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc 2. I'm out. Or not.